Alice returns from a short vacation to her work, only to find yet once again that there have been reorganization and downsizing in her department. And her boss is gone too. Now this makes her third boss in 7 months. So obviously Alice is very distressed. And when she comes to see me, she said, you know, Susan, I feel like I'm a contestant on Survivor, and I'm not sure I'm going to make it to the next week's episode. Well, you know, this scenario is playing out all over corporate America today. And yeah, we've made the startling discovery that in spite of the fact that we make good contributions to companies, and in spite of the fact that we're working hard, we're loyal, and we're dedicated, we can't insulate ourselves from all of this chaos that's going on in the workplace. Companies right now are reacting incredibly fast to change, and they have to stay competitive. What they're doing is obviously discarding employees and jobs at rapid record rates. Economists call this movement of people in and out of companies, they call it job churn. Do you know what the definition of churn is? It's to shake or agitate vigorously. Now, I would suggest that not many of the 16 million people who are now unemployed would probably disagree with this. Peter Drucker says that companies actually need to build in change into their very structure. And so much so that what employees are doing is they're spending more time on managing and dealing with change instead of selling their products or services. This is what happens when you don't quite remember what you're doing. Okay, yeah. So where does this leave you? Really, you need to start acknowledging that this isn't a temporary change. This is a permanent change. Regardless of people, I know I've heard people and they say, oh, Susan, you know, when the recession's over, then I'm going to get my job back or things are going to be better. Well, I say no. I say you really need to make a fundamental change in the way you think about work. And I know you're thinking right now, oh no, you know, she's going to talk about change. And you're thinking, hey, forget it. I hate change. Well, let's face it. The only people who really like change are wet babies. So think of it like this. For those of us who are over 40 or, over 50, we remember when the rules of the game were that if you excelled at what you did and you worked well with your teammates, then you had a relatively good chance of working your way up the corporate ladder to Bing job security. But obviously those rules have changed. Now, those rules have changed. Did you know those rules have changed? Oh yes. Now, those rules have changed. Now, the new rules are companies, wait a minute, that's not correct. Companies won't tell you what the new rules are, but I'm going to share with you what they are. First, we're all contingent workers. I had a friend who said, you know, we're all 1099s, we just don't know it yet. And the reason is because the work that we do is contingent on whether or not the company is successful. Second, we need need to be able to say and say and demonstrate what our value is to our company. We can't any longer wait for someone to tell us what to do or give us guidance. We need to start looking around and seeing what kinds of problems or issues are going on in the company that possibly we could solve. And third, we need to stop thinking about the people that we work for as employers. They're really clients. And so thus, we need to start thinking about ourselves, not as employees, but as vendors who are offering a service to the company. And so we need to start looking at opportunities within the company to see where we could possibly offer our services. And finally, what this means is that we need to manage our careers all the time. We can't wait, like many of the clients who come to see me, until some job churn or a disaster situation has happened. We need to start thinking like small businesses. We need to be ready to be able to market to companies all the time. And we need to, like companies, we need to really always think, are we really delivering the same value to the company? How are we enhancing our value to our company? So I know you might think that this sounds awfully daunting, but you know, here's the good news. Well, actually, I think it's the great news. And that is that once you embrace this concept, you're going to have more autonomy, more personal fulfillment, and surprisingly, more long-term security. So I'd like to spend the next 20 minutes talking about how to implement those changes for you.
Just to double check something. So are you thinking that we all know what you do?
Oh, I've been introduced?
You've been introduced. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as a career counseling specialist.
As a career, yeah. As a career consultant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then who is your audience?
Well, my audience are, for this respect, these are people who are working in companies right now. And so it may not be at a company setting, because I say a lot of bad things about companies, but it might be at like an association meeting, or somewhere out in public, or you know, where people are doing some professional development, possibly.
Okay, all right. So it's just a little clear. It was unclear to me. You jumped us in there, and I didn't quite know. People who come to me, you said at the very beginning.
Oh.
And so I just needed. We needed to have you introduced or to have some.
Right.
So I vaguely remember that you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't know if it was a life coach category or business.
Oh no, I'm not a life coach.
No, you're a career counselor.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Okay, so let's get started. So you have just wonderful, lively energy. You just have a lot to. You just are excited about what you're talking about, and you seem to have a lot to say.
Yeah.
I would say you want to tell us a lot, and that's sort of the beauty and the beast.
Yeah.
A little bit, because without a structure, it has a tiny bit of a sense of rambling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm glad that you had some notes, but I would like it. I'd even like it to be more. I like what you did at the end. First this, second this, third this. There are three things we're going to look at. And I wanted to see more of that structure all throughout.
Yeah, that's interesting. I felt that too. I felt it was a little disconnected in the beginning.
Yeah.
I felt like I was trying to build my case.
I did too.
But I felt like I was trying to build my case too hard.
Well, I felt like you were trying to build your case with too much in there. And we didn't need that much. It was like you built your case with your first story. And then you built your case again. And then you built it again.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah.
And so I think we just need one of those stories at the beginning, which is powerful. And then get into the solution. Here's how I can help you. We don't all have to be walking around feeling this vulnerable. We don't have to. What was her phrase that was so great? I feel like I'm a survivor. I mean,
she
Survivor,
said to me,
but
I feel like
I'm
I'm a contestant on Survivor.
Yeah, we don't have to feel that way because there's some things we can do actively.
Okay, that's what I need to put in there.
Shore us up so we're not that vulnerable.
Yeah.
Isn't that your message?
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's what I took
It's
away.
the, yeah, no, that makes sense. I think I was trying to put too much, I was trying to enhance the credibility of what I was trying to get across by Peter Drucker and, you know, whoever else, and I'm not so sure I need to do that.
No, I don't think you need to ride
Okay,
on his
yeah.
coattails. You've got plenty of experience in this industry.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, if you want to somewhere further in, but
Right.
I don't think so.
yeah.
So,
Okay,
That
that makes
just
sense.
struck me because the parts I remember.
It felt a little awkward too.
Yeah, it felt like it was padded.
Yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
That's,
All right, so
Yeah,
let's
okay.
start from the beginning, and we're just gonna do delivery skills now.
Yeah.
We won't do too much else on content.
okay, no. Okay.
All right. So just kind of stand in the middle. Yeah, and I wanna make sure you're in the middle. Okay, and that's it. So just start anywhere. We just need to grab a line
Anywhere? Okay.
without the M.
Yeah, without the Okay. Okay. Alice went on a vacation. Or no, Alice came back from vacation after a few weeks.
Now, who is Alice?
Oh,
See,
my client, should I
right,
say who
yes,
Alice
yes,
is?
yes.
Then just jump in?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, we have not a clue who
client-
Alice is.
Okay, yeah, that
So
makes sense.
it could be your
Okay.
granddaughter, it could be, we
Yeah.
don't know, Alice.
Right, so it's hard to play, you're worried about placing names
Extremely.
instead of using.
But in
Okay.
this first second, I need to know what you're saying and who, I need to know everything. Oh, I have a client
Okay, okay.
named Alice.
I got it, I got it, okay.
Nice and slow, tell me the story.
Yeah. I have a client named Alice.
All right, look right at me.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I have a client named Alice.
Freeze right there. Okay, we're gonna get everything right, perfect right now. So watch that, see that hand? Just look at your hand. Yes, so the difference in this hand
Yeah,
and that hand
Yeah.
is light years
okay,
in this field.
yeah.
Hands are really important in public speaking.
Kind of.
All right, so they
Okay.
just are a part of what needs to happen. Yes, you see the difference, look at this, is beautiful. It's
Okay.
beautiful.
Is this-
Yeah, it
okay.
feels awkward, but it looks
Yes.
beautiful. Tell her again, it looks
Looks
really
great.
good.
Okay,
It
Good.
feels perfect from here, it feels much bigger when
Yeah.
you're on stage.
yeah,
Yep, we were talking
But to
about
us,
that.
it seems normal. What to
Yeah.
you seems normal on stage, to us seems small.
yeah,
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
really it.
Excuse me for interjecting.
Yeah.
No, that's perfect.
okay.
All right.
I have a client.
All right,
named-
watch what just happened there. I have a client.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh,
right,
okay.
solid. Just
Okay.
like those hands are up, and just
Yeah.
like Alice is now getting a name, that's what your eyes need to do. That's strong.
Okay,
Right at me.
okay. So I start out like that.
You're starting here, and then you're going, I have a
Okay.
client. Mhm.
I have a client named Alice.
Where are you looking? Right at me?
Yeah.
Okay, hands down again. I want you to look at
Okay.
me the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Just go start
Okay.
right, okay.
I have a client named Alice.
Perfect. And watch your head. Your head's doing a lot of different things.
Oh.
It's okay every once in a while, but not in
Yeah.
this moment.
Yeah,
This
I
moment
get
it's
it.
too distracting.
Okay,
Just head right at me,
Okay.
hands up.
okay. I have a client named Alice.
Perfect. Next line.
Who returns? I have a client named Alice.
Who came to see
Who
me
came
last
to see me? Who came to see me last week?
freeze. Okay. Now Alice had just come back from vacation.
Oh, okay.
Hit me with
That's,
Alice.
I get it.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay. Who came to see
Think
me?
about those hands, put like one, yeah, just like 10% of your IQ right there. That's it. Just keep
10% of my IQ. I knew I had a problem. Okay.
Very nice. Okay.
Who came to see me?
Yeah. Mhm.
No, I forgot what I was saying. I have a client named Alice.
Mhm.
Okay.
Who came to see me
Thank
last
you.
week?
Okay. I see where you're going. Okay. I have a client named Alice
Yes.
who came to see me last week.
I want you to do that just making eye contact with me,
Okay.
because it's too jumpy
I'm too
otherwise.
jumpy. Okay.
I have, just tell me the story.
Okay. I have a client named Alice
Mhm.
who came to see me last week.
Who came to see me last week.
Oh.
Every word counts.
Okay. Who came to see me last week?
Hang on. Does everyone see and feel the difference in the depth?
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
it's
amazing.
hard to even describe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's this,
Yeah.
only it's happening in your voice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's the bigness
Yeah.
and the intention and the drama.
Mm-hmm.
And breaking it down into those little
Okay.
pieces, you're building the
Yeah.
drama, and it's sort of
Okay.
sucking us along.
Okay,
One more time.
okay, okay.
Look
So
right
from
at me.
the- okay. I have a client named Alice.
Yes,
Who came to see me last week.
freeze. Okay. Now, Alice
Now,
had just come back from vacation.
Alice had just returned from vacation, only to find that her company had had major layoffs. And in fact, her boss was one of them. Oh, no, that's
Okay, hang on one second. So your head
Oh,
just
it's not-
wants to do all this. It's
Okay.
very active and animated. And it's gonna be fine eventually to pull it back in, but right
Yeah.
now,
Okay,
it
I
needs
get
to
it.
stop because you need to get control over it.
Yeah,
Do you know your head is doing all that?
well, now you're pointing it out, I
All
realize
right.
it
Are you
is.
feeling it?
I feel it, yeah,
Good,
yeah,
okay, good,
I do.
good, that's the first step.
Yeah,
So from me to Dale, with
Okay,
no
10%,
head wiggles.
10%.
10% in your hands, the other 10% in your head.
Okay, okay,
Strong hands, open them up, fingers, there you go,
Okay.
okay. I have a client,
okay. I have a client named
you're
Alice.
starting with him.
Yeah,
All right,
I have a client named Alice.
yes,
Alice came to see me last week because she had lost, oh no, that's not why Alice
Why?
came to see me. Alice came to see me.
hands strong.
Alice came to see me after having come back to work from vacation.
All right,
My head.
it's okay, your head's
Okay.
nice, good. And I don't actually care right now what the words are.
Okay,
So don't
All right.
worry about the words. I want
Yeah.
those hands strong, I want that head straight,
okay,
and I want a little smile. Okay,
okay.
look right at me. She
Okay.
came to see me after,
She came to see me after returning from vacation.
freeze, just end that sentence there.
Oh, after returning from
Yeah,
vacation.
so short sentences.
Yeah.
All right, right at me,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
look right.
Her,
Go ahead.
her department had been reorganized and downsized
While she was gone on
while
vacation?
she was gone.
All right, so there's impact there, but I need to know.
Yeah, you're not
So
doing it.
while she was gone on vacation, for crying out loud.
Okay, yeah.
You're not saying
Okay.
crying out loud, but
Yeah.
your voice is saying
Yeah.
crying out loud.
Okay,
Now,
while she was gone on vacation,
yes,
Alice, she returns only to find out that the company had downsized and reorganized yet once again.
okay, it's almost there. It's a tiny bit hysterical, so we gotta pull
Yeah,
it down a
okay,
little
sir.
bit.
Okay.
But stronger, again, the gravitas
Okay.
moment. So while she was gone on vacation,
While she was gone on vacation,
good, strong hands, yes.
while,
And again, you were doing this so naturally before, but
Okay.
your voice and the rhythm of your voice and your hands were doing the same thing, and I like that. You did it
Yeah.
on your own, just in the early rendition of this, so.
I did, okay,
While she was gone.
okay. While she was gone on vacation,
Yes.
Alice returns only to find out that her company,
No, you don't even need Alice Returns. While
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
right.
gone on vacation.
oh yeah, right,
Her
okay,
company,
yeah, that's right,
right to me.
okay. While she was gone on vacation,
Yes. Her
Al-
company,
her company
yeah. Reorged.
reorged. And in fact, her boss had been
And in fact,
downsized.
her boss,
Oh, okay. And in fact, her boss
that's it,
had been downsized as well.
freeze right there. You feel the difference?
Yes.
It's controlled,
I
it's
feel more
slow.
control.
Yeah, okay, now drop your hands by your side. And we're gonna take another sentence, and this time I'd like you to do everything you're doing, which is beautiful. The head's nice and straight.
I feel like a bobbing doll.
Well, not now, you're not. You're no longer a bobbing doll.
Okay,
You're
no
much
bobbing.
stronger. The
Okay.
pace, keep in mind that pace, you have to give us everything like you're pulling taffy
Yeah,
almost. You
that
have to
makes sense.
imagine that everyone in this room has English as their fourth language, and you're speaking to us so that we can
Okay.
really get it.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
keep,
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, so start from this point on. I'm gonna have you move a little bit, but not,
Yeah.
okay, look right at me. So what's is that the end of the story?
No. So,
Without the so?
oh yeah, right. Okay. Alice was very concerned about her career.
See, that's very nice. Alice is very concerned about her career.
Yeah.
You can do that. Hands down. And that felt very natural. But when you bring
Yeah.
your hands up,
Uh-huh.
don't curl them at all.
No
Keep them
curling,
nice and
okay.
flat.
concerned about her career.
Yeah, about her.
About
Career.
her career.
Yes, thank you. Next line to Dale.
And she
No.
said,
Go ahead.
no, forget the end. She said to me, Susan, I feel like I'm a contestant on Survivor.
Freeze right there. That works. And look right at me now.
Okay.
And that,
And I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the next episode.
freeze right there. And drop it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the next episode.
Okay.
And it's funny.
Yeah.
But it has to be delivered. We don't know it's funny unless you front load it. You know, that's what comedic timing is. The only reason that the comedians
Okay.
make us laugh is not because of what they're saying. It's because how they deliver it to us.
Yes.
So
Okay.
this is funny.
I thought it was good.
It's good.
Okay.
That's good.
And
We're up.
here's what she said. I feel like I'm
And-
a candidate. Do it from there.
Okay. I feel like I'm a candidate.
Watch those hands.
I feel
Stronger.
like okay.
Stronger.
I feel like I'm a contestant on Survivor,
Yes.
and I'm not gonna make it to next week's episode.
Freeze right there. The eyes are moving a little bit. Keep them still. All right. Now, straighten up. Drop your hands by your side. Look at me. And next sentence. Now where are you?
Alice and I are totally lost. Wait a minute.
So you're
Oh,
done
yeah.
with Alice?
I'm not gonna. Okay. Yeah. This scenario is playing. This scenario is playing out in organizations everywhere.
Okay, so you see what you're doing? This
Yeah, I
scenario
do.
is playing across
Yeah, it's
organizations
singing.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So everything's straight. I mean, just right now, get your head in a straitjacket.
Okay.
We won't keep it there permanently, but we've got to get it into controls.
Okay. All right.
Look right at me.
Okay.
This scenario.
This scenario.
Now, if you want to go up and down, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
just
Not
all
this
this-
side. Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Okay, this scenario
This scenario
Yes.
is playing out everywhere.
in corporate
corporations.
America. Okay.
Okay.
This
This scenario is playing out in organizations everywhere.
all the way out with those hands, and let's pull your knees up.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Beautiful. Hands by your side. Okay. Next line. I know it's grueling to go line by line. but
Yeah, no, this is good.
Really helps.
No, this is good. This is good.
All right.
Okay. This scenario is playing out in corporations everywhere. Yeah.
Now take 2 steps back,
We've,
because I'm gonna have you move forward.
okay.
I'm not sure where, but I'll let
Okay.
you know.
We've made the startling discovery that in spite of the contributions that we've made to companies,
Who has made the startling discovery? Who's we?
employees.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Employees have made,
this, which I'm not even sure that works in that spot, but anyway. Employees have made the startling discovery
yes,
that in spite of
look right at me.
Okay, in spite of the contributions that they've made, and in
Wait a
spite,
minute, and let's again dramatize this. Month after month and year after year.
okay, okay,
Come.
in spite of their hard work, loyalty, and dedication, they can't insulate themselves.
That's good.
They can't insulate themselves from the chaos that's going on in corporate America.
Okay, that's beautiful. Just get that last sentence. They, in spite of their hard work and their loyalty.
Okay,
Okay.
I like that,
Yeah,
okay.
mhm.
In spite of their hard work,
Yes,
their loyalty,
yes,
and their dedication,
yes. They,
they can't
no, don't go up on that. They
Okay.
can't insulate.
Oh, yeah. They can't insulate themselves from the chaos in corporate America.
Oh, the voice of
See, it is
Yeah.
strong. And
And it-
corporate America has to be strong and loud.
Okay,
Just so they
okay,
can't insulate.
know that. Okay.
They can't insulate.
They can't insulate themselves from the chaos in corporate America.
Beautiful.
I believe it.
Isn't it?
you believe
You see the difference?
Good.
Yeah, so the difference in what just happened here, and we'll go in
Yeah.
another minute or so, is when you first came up, we were like, it was as though you were sitting on the couch and we were having a conversation.
Yeah.
And that is not public speaking.
No. Right.
So I know people always say about public speaking, you want it to be conversational. And they will say
Yeah.
things like, the really good public speakers make it
Right.
seem like you're having a conversation.
I hear that.
But, and that's true, but that doesn't mean this. It means that to make
Yeah,
the conversation happen up there, you've gotta do what you're doing right now, which is give every particle of this content to me in small enough bits so that I can take it in, process it in my mind, and let it slip down into my heart. So there's a connection here. I can't control you. I'm not really a part of this conversation. I'm totally dependent on you as the speaker to give this to me in a way that I can take it in. I can't rewind you if I lose my place or if you said a word that I didn't understand. It's not like reading a text where I can look at the top of the page and reread a sentence.
right.
No. You have to give it to me in a way that I can get it. That's your job. Does that make sense?